PeopleSoft Procurement Operations enables your managers to proactively monitor the procurement events that matter the most, such as procurement spend, pending approvals, suppliers' non-conformance to SLAs, and more. You can monitor key events in procurement anytime, anywhere, using your smartphone or tablet. In this demonstration, let's look at how your users can create contextual analytic reports using Simplified analytics. Let's log into the system as a procurement manager and access the Procurement Operations page. On the Procurement Operations page, you can configure each tile in user preferences. You can customize the landing page with tiles that represent events you want to monitor. You can select which items, item categories, business units, buyers, and more that you want to monitor. For the Supplier Watchlist, you can select the events and suppliers to monitor in Procurement Operations and set thresholds for each event. When those thresholds are exceeded, you'll get an alert flagged for each violation per supplier. Today, you're using the Supplier Watchlist to monitor the activity and performance of suppliers signed on in the previous year. You can decide whether they should continue as a key supplier or whether to move forward with contracts, EDI, and more. Here, the Supplier Watchlist shows you the count of suppliers you are monitoring. Click the tile to go to the Supplier Watchlist page and see Report Cards of Suppliers. On the Supplier Watchlist page, you can see the list of suppliers on the left side with details on the right. You can quickly spot violators. Some suppliers won't have any activity since they just signed up. Here, you notice that there's an increase in activity with a supplier, and the volume indicates that you need to arrange for EDI with that supplier. You decide to put the supplier on watch. You can search for suppliers using the Add Supplier page. Type in a few letters of the supplier's name in the search field and click Search. Select the supplier from the list and click Done. You can now see that the count of monitored suppliers has increased. You can also see the selected supplier's activity. After you've added the new supplier to the watch list, you find out that one supplier has thousands of dollars of orders past due, over the acceptable threshold of 5 days. You want to see if there are other suppliers similar to this. Use Simplified Analytics to create your own ad hoc reports. The out-of-the-box queries attached to the Supplier Watchlist page allows you to create your own analysis reports from data on the page. Select the plus sign to add a new report. Enter a report name and select the Backorder by Supplier option. If you want to see the information rendered in a chart, leave the default answer as Yes. Here, you can see the performance of all suppliers that you're monitoring for an overdue backlog over 5 days old. You can also see which buyers allowed the PO backlog to go over the limits set by your organization. To do this, add the field Buyer to your report. When the charts render, pre-selected fields act as a filter, allowing you to access information the way you want it. You can select or deselect the fields as you need. Now, you can see the pivot grid listing the backlog dollars of all of the suppliers in the watch list. By hovering over the largest bar, you can easily spot the supplier whose orders are overdue. To see the buyer for this supplier, add an additional filter. Now, the chart renders again, sorting the overdue backlog by buyer. By hovering over the largest bar, you can see which buyer allowed the supplier's overdue orders to get out of hand. You can go back to the original chart by removing the buyer filter from the current report. If you want to use this report again, click Save. The system shows you a confirmation message. Click OK. Use the Add to Homepage button to see the report as a tile in your homepage. Click Procurement Operations to add the report as a tile. The system displays a confirmation message. You've now successfully added the report as an analytic on your homepage. Here, you can see that the new report appears in the My Analytics tab. Now you can see the new report as a tile on your homepage. Click the tile to drill down to see more details of overdue suppliers and POs. You can see the latest information on overdue backlog by supplier. By clicking on the wheel in the upper right, you're presented with a list of options that will allow you to do further analysis. Using the viewing grid, you can see details for POs that make up the overdue backlog for each supplier. Update Filters lets you change filters on the report. Chart Options allows you to change from a vertical bar to a horizontal bar or a pie chart. By using Export Data, you can export the data to Excel. The Save option lets you save and replace the previous version of the report with a new version. Using Sort, you can change the sort options on the report and grid details. And the Add to Homepage option allows you to add another report tile to your Procurement Operations homepage. Simplified Analytics on Procurement Operations allows you to proactively monitor events and metrics you care about with ease, thus improving productivity. For more information, go to PeopleSoftInfo.com.